Good morning, learners. My name is Kamal Kumar, and I am here to present a series of videos in front of you on C language. Basically, these videos will be very short, very detailed, and very easy because nowadays students find it very difficult to learn a language. Basically they run away when they hear a term like computers or coding and they think, but I assure you that if you watch these videos you will definitely love to code. I guarantee you this if you follow this with dedication. Okay, now this I am posting very different subjects like C++ and Java and other languages. That totally depends on your response on these videos. So I'm starting with C language. Now first part is introduction to C, then we'll post videos that will be approximately 8 to 10 minutes, and within that I'll cover very in detail and very easy way to explain each and everything so that you can easily get the thing very easily. Now introduction to C language. Here have topics like introduction, then why C language came into existence, standardization and main features. First is introduction. Although C language do not need an introduction, though here it was developed by Dennis Ritchie in 1972 at AT&T Bell Labs. It is a high level language and structured programming language. Now high level languages like basically languages of two types, uh, low level language and high level language. Low level language means that they interact with hardware directly. So these language are used like compilers, like your device drivers. So to code device drivers, to code your compilers, we use low level language. And the features which we generally use, games or softwares, they are generally coded with high level language. Then C language is a very easy, simple language, so it serves as a base to learn all other language. If you are well versed in C, you can easily learn any language. So it serves as a base for other language. Now, why C came into existence basically? Mm, you must know that why these things are coming into existence. First is human nature to explain. Like if I am solving a math question, 2 plus 2 4, now I will be more curious to solve like 4 plus 4 is 8, now 8 plus 8 is 16 now. So this is human nature. Generally nowadays this is not the nature of students of young age. Still we are taking an ideal case. So human nature to explore. Then thirst to complexity. This is again relevant to this only. Thirst to complexity means if you are doing something and although this is that thing is a complex thing, but when you do that it becomes simple for you. Now you move forward for more complex thing. That complex thing at one point will become a simple thing. Now you move for another or move for more complex thing. So this is, yes, thirst to complexity, like you need to or you love to go beyond a particular point in complex solving a thing. Now need to move forward with this. This is these three are relevant points or connected points basically. So move need to move forward is when you solve a thing and you reach to a point like that ends, or where you find that this is not suitable or this is not sufficient, I have to do something. So then you go forward for other thing to propose. Like B language is not sufficient. That's why Dennis Ritchie has developed C language. C language was not sufficient at some point. That was C++ came into existence. Likewise, many other languages came into existence. And or though there are number of there might be features or there might be some other points there, that is a other sort of discussion. But at some point due to something you are not able to do that thing, so you developed another thing. So this is need to move forward. Now standardization. Basically, standardization means that let's take an example. Keyboard basically is a standardized. Like when keyboard was developed in USA, it was different. In China, it was different. In India, it was different. Japan, it was different. Now, what happens is when a person from India goes to China or goes to US to work, he find it very difficult to work on that keyboard, right? So to make that thing easier for others, then that need to be standardized, so that all across globe that thing will be similar, so that you would not find problem. If you have learned something and you are applying some techniques to do that, and when you move forward to another place, and you is it right to learn all the things all over again? No. That's why standardization is very important. So like a simple example is a is an character which have a sky value 65. So across globe there are thousands and lakhs of manufacturers of keyboard. They all keep the sky value of a is as 65. Okay, so this is how this is like similar thing is incorporated in your C. So there are number of standards that exist in C. First was as it is defined by your Dennis Ritchie in 1972 C. Then a newer version was developed by Dennis Ritchie along with his friend in 1978, that is KRC 78. Then C89 or standard C or ANSIC, this was a standard. Basically this is a milestone in C language. This was American National Standard Institute that has standardized C language and introduced ANSIC. And then C99 in 99 a further revision has been done. Then in C11 in 2011 another revision is done. There is also C18 that is in 2018, but I have not included that in my video because that C18 version was just the flaws in 2011 version was removed. That's why it was, and that C18 version is currently in use. Another is embedded C. It was like in 2008 it came into picture and is used. Now main features. C is a simple language. Simple language is all the terms here are used in general English terms. Like if you want to print, just write printf. If you want to take input from user, you write scanf, like this. Then second is portable or machine independence. When the term comes portable, it automatically means machine independence. Basically there are number of manufacturers, number of hardware. So machine independence is hardware, basically hardware in neutral, hardware independence. These are all machine independence or portable. So when you run a code on one machine, you can easily take that code onto other machine. It will perform in same way. Then platform independence. Platform independence here means that this languages or have work similarly irrespective of the operating system. Platform term always, when you come across this term, it is always meant to be operating system. So either it is Linux, it is Unix, or your Windows or Mac OS or Sun. So anywhere it will work in similar way. Then speed. In terms of speed, if I say that C is nowadays even it is very fast in processing, so speed is very high. This must be because of very less keyword are used in this language. Then extensible. Extensible means that you can easily add new features to existing language. So adding new features means like my language is already a very popular language, but it lacks due to some very common features which are generally very popular these days. So why not add these features into my language, that is C language? So it can be easily added to that language to keep popularity of this language. So this is basically the concept of extensible. You can easily add new features to the language. Then structured. In structured, basically you can easily divide your program into number of parts easily. So this is structured. We'll take this in detail in future also. Now two features basically are very important that stands that make C stands up in other line from other languages. That is memory management and mid-level language. Memory management is very important feature basically. If I say there was in like B language or previous languages, there was very less or manual memory management. Here it provides a few functions for memory management. So we'll discuss that in detail in our video later, on coming videos basically. So the memory management that manages the memory. Then mid-level. This is very important. Although just in my previous slide I have discussed that mid-level means mid-level. I discussed that there are two languages, to like high level language and low level language, but this is one of the language which is very widely used as mid level language. That is, it is used to develop your device driver or to write device driver and compiler. It is also used to write softwares like for bank, for airlines, or for other things. So you can easily see. So you must have seen banking software. Na? They are all like C or C plus done in C plus plus. One of my known, he's a director of, he has or he was director of one of the lab in DRDO. He said that in 1984-5 he has started a project to implement navigation software of Indian Navy, and he has implemented the complete software in C. So this shows how versatile, how useful is C language, and how rich in feature it is. So these are very important features of C. This is the basics of C that one must aware before learning the C language. Now, if you have any query, you can write those queries in comments. And like, subscribe, and share. And among the needy students, if you think that these contents are good or up to the mark, you can share among the students who needs it, or among anyone who want to learn. Thank you. Thank you.